And naturally, from the United States, it's going to be a little bit more money.
But again, you do recommend just limiting it to the United States.
Yes.
Okay, and then so then you go ahead and you do 1,000 of these, and now, voila! In a matter of minutes, you've built 1,000 names to your list.
Well, it takes more than that. It may take up to a month to get.
Oh, is that right? I did not realize that.
Yeah.
So why does the process take so long? Maybe you can walk us through the process.
I'm not sure how they.
So you're saying once you sign up for it, it may take a month before you start seeing names.
No, you'll see names right away.
Okay.
But before you get 1,000 or.
Okay. Now I understand. So you've bought 1,000. It doesn't mean you're going to get all 1,000 at once.
That's
There's going to be. You might get the first one immediately. You might get 10 or 20, or it'll take some point in time, a period, before you get all 1,000 of them.
That's correct.
Okay, that's fine. All right, but at least you'll start having names added. I would imagine the first names will start coming pretty soon, I would think.
That's correct.
Okay, now I understand. All right, fine.
Basically, the reason for this is to use those as leverage. Now you have a list that you can use to leverage other people's assets, because when you have the list, you make the rules.
Okay.
So now that if other people want to use your list, you make the rules. So you do ad swaps, and you try to contact people with the same number of lists. You do this by going to, the way I did, I went to e-zine directories. I just put e-zine directories in Google search.
Okay.
And then you go down, it'll tell how many subscribers they have on their newsletter. And you try to find e-zines with the same target market.
Okay, of course.
That you're trying to target.
Makes sense, yep.
And then you take and find people with your same size list. That way they'll be more willing to do an exchange.
Right. If you got a list of 1,000 and they got a list of 50,000, they're not going to be interested. But if you have similar size or the same size list within a few thousand or whatever, then it's a fair equal trade. Then is what it boils down to.
And that's basically how I started.
And you contacted these people? You just found out who went to the manager of the e-zine and contacted and say, hey, I got a list of X number. I see your list is saying, why don't we do an ad swap?
They call this doing a joint venture.
Well, okay.
This is one of the easiest joint ventures to do.
Wow. And so what this does is not only you're swapping your product, your product to sell, their people can buy your product and your people are going to buy their product, but this gives you a tool to further add to your list, because all those people from their list now I guess do they allow you to put squeeze pages on that?
Well, that's
because then you're picking up all.
When you have a smaller list, that's what you want to use. What they call now is a squeeze page, is a
right.
common term. And the other people may just send you to an affiliate product or something like that. You use a squeeze page because they sign up to your list, but then you end up promoting your product.
Well, that's my point. Anyway. Here's why I asked that question. And that's why I didn't know if they would allow you to use a squeeze page, because without a squeeze page, the only names you're going to capture are those who buy your product.
Right.
But if you have a squeeze page, you're going to capture everybody who comes into your page, whether they buy your product or not. So you're going to get more names.
Right. You're giving them something for free in exchange for their name and email address.
So that's part of the process, and so this is really more than a way of selling your product. It's a way of further building your list. Then is what this is.
Right. I have one rule, and my number one rule for my business is that everything I do online must in some way build my list.
Well, that's a good rule.
So that's what I concentrate on most. And it doesn't take a lot of work to build a list. It just takes work every day. The little things that you do every day to build your list. You just got to remember to do them. After a couple of weeks becomes second nature, and you just do them automatically. And when you don't do them, you really feel guilty. I'm telling you.
So now, by using this methodology of first the code registration and the ad swapping, those were the techniques. You started with a very small list or no list, and
I started with no list.
And how? Why don't you tell us how fast and how many and how fast?
Well, when I started, they didn't have the type of code registration we're talking about. They sent me a list, and I uploaded it to my autoresponder.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, right.
So don't buy any kind of list like that.
Right. Okay.
But I bought 1,000 names, and I did my ad swapping, and then Mark Hendricks did what they call a giveaway in December of 2003.
His Christmas giveaway. Yeah, December. Yes, I'm familiar with that.
12 Days of Christmas.
12 Days of Christmas. Yes.
I joined that giveaway, and what I did was I studied what it did, and I built several different lists, not just the lists from the giveaway. As people downloading my product through a squeeze page, and joining my list, I also built a list of JV partners, because I looked at the people who were donating the gifts, and what I did is I tried to find contact information for those people, and I asked them if they would join my JV partner list. I sent them an email, and I actually asked them.
Okay.
So I put them on a JV partner list. Then about 2.5 months later, I launched my own giveaway. It was a contest giveaway combination.
Okay.
It was called Immediate Success Sweepstakes,
Okay, great.
where I put together a prize of autoresponder website, and the winner also got a copy of the list that I built.
Wow. That's quite a prize, yeah.
So that's why we called it Immediate Success.
That's good. It's very clever. You thought of that model yourself? Come up with that? That's very good.
And then not only did I use the JV partners that I was able to get through the 12 Days of Christmas, but I also went through e-zine directories and contacted many e-zine owners and asked if they wanted to participate also. So that's where I got my JV partners, and I was able to actually build another list of almost 3,000. So now I have almost 4,000 people on my list in a matter of 2.5 months.
Wow, that's terrific.
Then after that, I developed my own Christmas giveaway. I found out that it was a great way to drive traffic to your site, and I've probably done more giveaways than anybody else on the internet today.
Okay, because I know Mark Hendricks has one. Of course, Henry Gold has one, and I guess there's a few other people.
Yeah, I'm doing a JV with Henry Gold in a couple months on a giveaway. Once you get good at something, people seek you out and they ask you to partner because they know that I can drive a lot of traffic to the giveaways now, because using my JV partner tactic of contacting people who are wanting to donate gifts in a giveaway, I've been able to build my JV partner list up to over 1,300 people.
Wow, that's outstanding. Whew.
So I contact them, and I can drive a lot of people to any giveaway, a lot of traffic to a giveaway. So I'm partnering with Henry
Gold. Yeah. Okay.
Probably going to launch sometime in September.
Excellent. Well, good luck. We'll have to keep an eye on that.